If you're coming to the province of Quebec, which is the French-speaking part of Canada, their proof of fund is different from other parts of Canada. So it's basically two types, for the Quebec people and for outside Quebec. Hi guys, Folake here and you're welcome back to the channel. Today I want to address the issue on study visa. So for every visa in Canada, there is a need to provide funding that, okay, this is how I will sustain myself while I am in Canada. Every visa category has a need to provide proof of fund, but today our focus is going to be mainly on study visa. So if you are an intending international student planning to come to Canada as a student, you have to provide some amount of money in your account to show that you can sustain yourself in Canada. So that is basically the explanation for proof of fund. What is the meaning? The proof, as the word implies, proof of fund, basically showing that when I'm in Canada, I can sustain myself, I can feed, I can transport myself, my living expenses, everything that I need to sustain while I am studying in Canada or while I am in Canada, I have it, like monetary wise, right? So money that I need to sustain myself, to keep myself going, to move, to do everything that I need to do while I'm here, I have it in my account. So that is the essence of proof of fund. It is not too much English. It is self-explanatory actually. So proof of fund can be gotten in two ways, either in your own account if you're a self-sponsored applicant, or in a sponsored account. This sponsor can be either your dad, it can be your mom, it can be your brother, it can be your sister. Those are the people that you can use for sponsors. I think you might use your uncle or auntie. I'm not so sure about that, but I know you can use your siblings and your parents as a sponsor. So that on that. One thing you need to know is that when you're providing proof of fund, it has to be at least 4 months, according to what is on IRCC website. Canada doesn't take 1 month statement of account for proof of fund like United Kingdom does. People that are in UK already knows that when you're able to provide a money in your account for 1 month, 28 days max for UK, you're good to go. That is not same with Canada, guys. If your friend is already in UK and you know your friend uses 1 month statement of account, don't try such with Canada, otherwise it will end in premium tiers. You need to use at least 4 good months statement of account. If it is way longer than that, it's better. Nothing less than 4 months, guys. 4 months statement of account. I would like to emphasize that again. 4 months statement of account at least. It can be 6 months, it can be 1 year. It is better when it is even like a longer period of time than 4 months. But if all you have is 4 months ago, it is good. That is the requirement, but nothing less. So, and guys, you cannot use lump sum to apply for Canada visa. For every lump sum you have in your account, you have to provide an explanation. You have to provide a reason, and evidence will be better. If you've been getting 50,000 naira in your account before and you have 1 million naira all of a sudden, you have to explain how you come about that 1 million naira. Did you sell something? Did you sell one of your properties? Did you get money from your uncle? Like, explain every lump sum in your account. And also, if you are using a corporate account, which is not really advisable, if you have a business and you want to transfer money from a business, so this is for people that are not working under anybody, you are a self-sponsored person and you are not earning salary, you have to provide your CAC documents, your tax. This is to show that, okay, this money is from my business. I have a business that I run, and they know business people can have as many millions as possible. But if you're a salary earner, you cannot say, okay, you want to move 30,000 naira into your account, 30 million naira into your account at once. Your salary, you can show your pay slips, and if you're having any money that is beyond your salary that in that account that you want to use, that is from somebody, maybe for help or from your property that you sell, provide proof. Attach. There is nothing like too much information, guys. In as much as this information is relevant to your application, please provide every information. Take pictures of the document, scan, put everything, attach everything. Okay, this is why I'm having 3 million naira when I've been earning 50,000 before. Put it there. I sold my land. Put it there. I got help from my mother. My mother sent money to me. Like, put everything there. That is if you are using your personal account. If you are using a sponsored account, like a sponsored account, the sponsors too also has to state how they come about that money. Are they into business? Do they have a business? Are they salary earner for you to use the account? So they have to show how the money entered into the account also. And the one other thing is the sponsor has to like write a letter for you. Okay, this person is my daughter, this person is my brother, this person is my sister, and I am sponsoring them. Like they have to like back it up with a letter that they are giving you access to use that account for your visa process. Also, one thing you have to notice is that when you're coming to Canada as a student, it depends on the province you're going. So you basically have to like consider two proof of fund when you're coming to Canada. If you're coming to the province of Quebec, which is the French-speaking part of Canada, their proof of fund is different from other parts of Canada. So it's basically two types, for the Quebec people and for outside Quebec. I wrote it down like in details so that I don't pick figures from my head and give you the wrong information. So I will read it out just about now. For international students coming to Quebec to study, you have to factor in your tuition fee first. Everybody has to factor in their tuition fee, right? So if your study or if your school fee is 10,000 Canadian dollar, you definitely know you have to have that in your account converted to your home currency if you are using your local currency account. If you can have a domiciliary account, it's better, so that when exchange rates affect currencies, it doesn't affect how much you have in your account, and you don't have to run eta to add money to the money you already have. So, but if you are using your local currency, make sure that in that account you have your tuition fee first for the first 1 year, living expenses for the first 1 year. Even if your school is 2 years course, all you have to provide is for the first year. You don't have to provide for 3 years, for 4 years. For the first year in Canada, you have to provide school fee and living expenses. So living expenses, your tuition fee, factor that in number one. If it is 15,000 Canadian dollar, convert it to your home currency, put it in your account. So for students outside Quebec, you are studying in Canada, but you're not in the province of Quebec, which is the French-speaking part. Your proof of fund is 10,000 Canadian dollar per month. For you, the applicant, the student, proof of fund is 10,000 Canadian dollar per month. For your dependent, is 4,000 Canadian dollar per month. So if you are a married person and you're coming in with your spouse, know that you have to provide for yourself your tuition fee in your account, 10,000 Canadian dollar for yourself and 4,000 Canadian dollar for your spouse. That makes it, if your school fee is 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 4,000, so you're having to provide 24,000 Canadian dollar plus your flight money. Put it there. Let it be shown that, okay, I have my money for flight. Factor in your flight money and factor in miscellaneous, maybe $800, maybe $500, just in case prices of things change. Anything might happen. Just factor in some miscellaneous, not something much. So if you are coming with children, let's assume you are a married couple and you have 2 children. As a student, you are the number 1 person. Your spouse is the number 2. So your children are other family members. So for other family members is 3,000. First you 10,000. Your spouse or your first children, if you are not coming with your spouse, you're coming with 2 children, you 10,000. Your first child 4,000. Your second child 3,000. So it's basically yourself 10,000, your first dependent 4,000, and every other dependent after your first dependent is 3,000 Canadian dollar each for province outside Quebec. For province of Quebec now, it's quite different. It's not like that. It's not so straightforward like other provinces. So for Quebec, as a student, if you are age 18 and above as a student, yourself, you need 13,134 Canadian dollar. If you are coming in as a student and you are less than 18, you have 6,569 to provide. So you see that the difference is way much. Other province does not have age 18 and below 18 as the major applicants. There is no difference, it's 10,000. But for Quebec, there is a difference. If you are age 18 and above, 13,134. If you are below 18 as the major applicant, as the first person, 6,569. So for your dependent also, you have to consider this. For your dependent, age 18 and above, in Quebec, you have to provide 6,130 Canadian dollar. 6,130 Canadian dollar. For your dependent below 18, you have to provide 2,315 Canadian dollar. So imagine you're coming to the province of Quebec as an adult that has a spouse and children. You have to provide, as the major applicant, you have to provide 13,134. Your spouse will provide 6,130, and your children 2,315 each. So that is the difference. Provision for outside Quebec is separate, is different from the provision needed for Quebec. All this information you can find on the IRCC page. Guys, these are real information. These are true information. These are verifiable information that you can back up on IRCC. This was not from my head, or let me say, this was just not because I provided this. This was what was on the official website that you can use. So please use this to plan for your Canada visa. Be mindful and remember, you cannot afford to have lump sum in your account without providing evidence on how you got that lump sum. Even when it is not lump sum, for every money you are using as a proof of fund, you have to provide an evidence. Is it from your salary? Is it from your business? If it is from your business, make sure you have a CAC. Make sure you attach every document of the business. This business is registered. The thing and everything that is needed to recognize that this person actually have a business and this money is coming from his or her business. Provide. If you are a salary earner, provide the evidence that this is my pay slip, this is how much I have been receiving. Aside from the fact that you might have lump sum that you have to prove if you sell a land, if you got more and help from your parents or from anybody, please, this is very, very strict. You can't joke with proof of fund in Canada. So I do hope this video helps you and make you to know what you need to do and not to do as regards your proof of fund. So if you find this video helpful, guys, like, share, comment, so that so many other people can see this same information and it will be helpful to them as it is helpful to you. So until I see you in my next video, guys, God bless you. Take care of yourself. Bye.